Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Ariane Elizabeth, and today I'm going to tell you how to accept rejection professionally. So, I've got a friend, really wanted to work for a particular company, was really hoping to get the job, did not get the job. My heart goes out for you, it honestly does. And we were talking and we did some kind of like discussion group situation, and we kind of worked out the fact that yeah, it really sucks to get rejected, and you spend all that time on your resume and you put together a cover letter and you send your good juju positive vibes out there and you're sort of just hoping for the best, and sometimes it doesn't happen and it sucks and you hate yourself and you feel bad and you're really disappointed. But you know what? It doesn't always have to be a bad thing. There is always a silver lining to every situation. So my advice, coming from this brain right here, was to not be deterred. I'm telling you, just because somebody rejected you doesn't mean it's the end of the line for you. What you need to do, and this is the biggest sage advice, wisdom ever, okay? Write back to the email they sent you, you know, the whole dreaded thank you for your application but sort of email, and thank them back. Thank you for your consideration, because that, you know, that's always great to hear. Great way to start it off. Ask them what it is you can do to improve yourself for next time, to sort of give your eligibility more of a push. Mind blown. How many people don't actually seem to grasp this concept astounds me. It really just goes to show how professional you are and how much you want this job to be able to write back and be like, yo, dog, why didn't I get this? But nicer, obviously. So take the time, the extra 5 minutes to handcraft some kind of personal email, professional personal email, and just be like, thank you. What can I do better? That is what people are looking for. Your mom can tell you how to dress, and you know, the people at school, your teachers can tell you how to write a great resume, but it's the employers who are the #1 person that can tell you what it is you need to do in order to improve. And so by taking that time to get their side of the story and, you know, their tips and tricks and advice is really going to help you push forward and grow as a person and grow as an employee. And the next time when you're walking through a different set of doors or the same set of doors, you don't know what's going to happen down the road. You're going to go in there 110% more confident that you know what to do, that in order to get the job, you know what they're looking for now because you asked them. It is that simple. Just ask them what it is they're looking for, specifically what they want, what you lacked, and then move forward with it. Take that positive attitude and develop yourself. Get yourself up to where they are expecting their employees to be, because, you know, don't take it too personally. They have a lot of resumes coming in. They've got a lot of people that they have to look through, and you might have only just missed the mark by a little bit. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You just get your resume, change it up a bit, get back out there, and you eventually will get a job. I promise. We all need one. We all want money. It's just a rat race is essentially what it is. So by being the better rat, you can get through those doors, get your foot in there somewhere. Also, try emailing more than one person, because they might talk about it. One of them might be slightly more impressed that you actually wrote back and it's professional than the other. So you never know what person's gonna be like, hey, whoa, this person actually really wanted this job. They wrote back. Maybe we can find something for them. You know, maybe we can send them off to someone else we know that's hiring. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a funny world out there. Serendipity. It's just all over the place. It's sprinkled like rain. So definitely take the time to do that. That's got to be my #1 thing for when you get rejected. Be aware in advance that you potentially could be rejected without being a pessimist about it. Don't complain and don't just assume the worst all the time, because it's so great being optimistic. It's such a fun life. But have that in your mind where you're like, okay, if I'm rejected, I'm all right with this. I'm gonna work to get better at it, because it might not necessarily be over email. If it's over the phone, or even worse, when it's in person, you've got that split-second decision to decide whether or not you're gonna walk out that door with your tail between your legs, or if you're gonna be like, wait a minute, why? And that makes all the difference, both to an employee and an employer. So that's where I'm going with this. Anticlimactic. I really hope that you get out there and you have your best opportunities possible. I hope you put your foot through that door and, you know, essentially not in your mouth ever, because that's never a good place for your feet. If you have any other tips or tricks or stories of times that you've got rejected, leave them down in the comments below. We can totally work that out together and help you develop more as a person and grow as an employee and just sort of as a general human being and sort of in your professional life, because that's really what it's all about these days. And I hope you can like and subscribe as well, because that would be super great. Have a fantastic week. I will talk to you next time when I have more brain things to deploy. Airy out.